muted. I'll take over. Should I take over? I'm just going to take over the intro right now. I mean, yeah, Joe's been having some late stage technical glitches, which is, I don't think has ever happened. I think he's going to restart his computer. But anyway, welcome everybody. This is episode 123 of Indie Music Live. We have PThe politician with us, Master P. He's going to inject a little Stephen A. Smith style dialogue from a music standpoint, though. How you doing, P?
Hey, I'm good to go, man. Hey, Steve A. Smith. I like that. I like it.
You reminded me of him a few weeks back, or a month or two back or something. It was like just the inflection in your delivery was pretty cool. But we have featured artist, Blood of Angels. We have Aaron, the lead guitarist, here to answer some questions. We're going to do an interview in the middle of the show. Hopefully Joe will come back eventually. But other than that, in terms of the website, I wanted to say it's pretty cool. We got new writers. We have Marty and Kate from Tart Vandalay have written a few artist reviews on the website. So just go to our blog at indiemusicplus.com and you can see a few of the latest up there. And Jared Padone, who we're playing tonight, just wrote a review, and Chris Swan, who's a regular as well. But we're going to get into the first song, I believe. If you're ready, Rob, let's cue it up. We're going to play Flawed by Sarah Maxwell. Yes, Flawed. Check it out.
Wait, quitting starting Monday. Go to the store, drink it. Joining Monday. Here we go again. So you hit a little bump in the road, yeah. Mountain, molehill, get you nowhere. Don't be so goddamn hard on yourself. Common sense is not so common. Voltaire, keep telling myself to stop this, stop that. Yelling at myself, I lose sight, lost track, inhaling my wealth. Cause I ain't got no cash, never got enough. So I tell myself this'll be the day, hey, after rejoicing and far less Mayday. Under the foibles, I see my laneway. Cover the children's eyes, I'm about to make it bigger. I'm flawed and I know it. Clap for the underbelly of the one who flaunt it. Ooh, I could throw a McNugget. Screw the gym, I wanna smoke a cig. Fuck it. Get a little high, this is a little sight. No, it ain't a ride, but it's somebody wanna play. Yeah, I'm too fly, I still got my head in the game. Come on and howl if you hear me. Your crutch, I think too much, don't live enough. My looks be fading, morals waving, celebrating zero fuck. A chocolate obsession, a rival, the best, and a pain in my chest when they telling me to stop. Put heavy on the gas, the beats better blast. I annoy everybody on the neighborhood block. No, I ain't perfect, nah, but at least I learned it. Such a bitch. You really wanna go this way, huh? Really wanna listen to the shit they say?
All right, that was Flawed by Sarah Maxwell. Lots of influences and genres floating around in this tune. And there was a quote near the intro. Common sense is not so common. That's Voltaire. I caught that, Sarah. I didn't miss that one. You got me there. But so the first like 20 seconds, P, I was feeling like Keisha, and yeah, I'm sure she's gonna hate. I'm sure she's gonna hate to hear that because it's, as the song progressed, I mean, it's nothing like her. It was just like that, like first 10-15 seconds. I'm like, oh no, like this is not Keisha.
Are you talking about a Kesha, right?
Kesha, yeah, with the dollar sign and everything. Yeah. But then it was going into, like, I was thinking like Rage Against the Machine at certain times. You know, it gets into like this hip hop rock blend. And the other thing, as you can see in the video, she reminded me of Sammy from Blue Helix, because she just has this uninhibited presence that you can see in the video. And that's so important, man. That's like a major stepping stone for artists from a live performance standpoint, right, that the vast majority just never get. You're born with a lot of that stuff. The ability to just like let loose and not be so self-conscious when you're on stage. You can tell like she has that. And that's, I mean, to get to a really high level, you have to have that. So what do you think, P?
Well, what I was going to say is I think that she has a lot better of a stage presence, camera presence than her music. You know, I would love to see her in movies and things of that nature. I mean, that's just kind of what I was more impressed by her stage presence and her camera presence than I was her actual music. You know what I mean? So I would love to hear what other types of songs that she has out there.
Well, what'd you think of the mix of genres here, man? What were you feeling? Like, did it work?
I think it can work. I've heard it done a lot better than I heard in this particular song. I don't know. It was just something that just wasn't all the way clicking with me. I don't know if it was maybe her delivery. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she's kind of a unicorn. Like the Caucasian female rapper is kind of a unicorn in the music world. Yeah. That's what it's like. Yeah, Kesha. It's like, who else? Like, that's all I could think of in that sense. But to kind of break that barrier, it's like, again, you have to have that type of presence, and she has it. So it's interesting to kind of see what path she takes with her style, you know.
So as far as like Caucasian female rappers, I'm on to this chick named Blimes, right? She's from San Francisco, and she does not look like a rapper whatsoever. She does not have the stage presence that this particular lady has, but that's a rapper right there, man. I salute to Blimes doing her thing.
Man, tell her to submit some songs to us, man. Yeah, I got to check her out. Well, we're going to move on to the next tune. Joe, like, he flashed back for like 5 seconds and then he cut out again. But anyway, next tune, Rob, if you're ready, I believe is Allow Me from 9FM, which is Ninth Floor Mannequin. That's Jared Padone. So check out this tune.
Repaint our lives till they look just right. We purge the weak, hunt the pride. We hide our fears behind those pearly whites. Rehearse a speech filled with lies. Smiles are all we are. I can't keep up. Just scream it all. It feels so good to have truth. And the hate that we hold, all the hate we hold, all the sweet relief of defeat. Make sure they know you're the first to show that you love their dreams, kids and clothes. Your numbers grow, but they sure do slow. Out in the cold, where you go. Smiles are all we are.
The highly anticipated new song by Jared Padone, who is 9FM now. It's no longer Ninth Floor Mannequin. It's 9FM. That's Allow Me. So we're going right to PThe Politician of CCG Network to give his thoughts first, and I'll swing around back. Thank you. What do you think?
Okay, so when I hear songs like this, I really wish that I was in the marketing department at a major, not record label, but like a major brand, like Dove soap or maybe some dish detergent or something of that nature, because I totally hear this in some type of commercial that has to do with cleanliness. I don't know. That's what I see. That's what I hear. Soap commercial, liquid detergent commercial. I totally see it. That's what I see.
Well, it's a clean sound, man. I mean, Jared is we got that. That was cool. It was like 2 Daves. That's kind of scary. Clean sound, but yeah, Jared, I've mentioned several times in the life of this Indie Music Plus business. He's one of my favorite artists. I mean, he writes reviews for us. He's been on the show, but it's beside the fact that I think he's one of the best composers and producers that I've come across in this entire business. You know, thousands of artists has passed through, and he's just such a great writer, man. It's like, and he's developed this signature sound now. It's not a total misdirection from his old stuff. I mean, it's a little different, but it still has that signature sound of his last album. Really dig it, Jared, man. This is really good stuff. I just really like what you're doing, man. I just want to hear like another 50 songs over the next couple years. My only question next time you're on the show is in the chorus, it's really compressed. And I think I would guess that you probably feel that that's most conducive for your style of music. It's just something I'd like to chat about with you. It's like there's high compression in the choruses. So not a good or bad thing. I'm just curious if you think that's the best decision. But is Joe back? Is he back? Damn, man, this might be an entire show without Joe. It's very sad. So I think we're going to bring on our featured artist, which is Blood of Angels. We have the lead guitarist and the founder, the sole founder of the band, Aaron. If Rob wants to patch him in, Aaron, you're going to come on and you're just going to say a few words about this song that we're going to play, which is Miscreant Deeds of Loki. So Aaron, how are you, man? Say a few words.
Fantastic. How's everyone doing tonight?
Feeling great, man. Joe's gone. I mean, we're having fun finally. No. No.
Time for it's metal time. It's time for high energy.
Joe's flipping me off.
There's the bird.
It's like
bird, orange. All good.
But yeah, Aaron, say a few words about this tune that we're about to play, and maybe just a quick pitch about what your band is about, like the sound and the style.
Okay. This song, The Miscreant Deeds of Loki, is the opening track to our latest EP, Rise of the Fallen Gods, that came out last year. Currently we just did a lyric video. This is about to be on a DVD through the Imperative Agency. They'll be distributed worldwide out of Brazil with more notable metal bands: Cradle of Filth, Destruction, Hammerfall, Death. You know, those who really love the metal scene know those bands really well. That's great for us. Our sound, I mean, is a mixture blend of my native Tampa, Florida death metal roots with a lot of the melodic influence of the Swedish metal scene. I love a lot of those bands, like Dark Tranquil, In Flames, Amon Amarth, of course. This EP, lyrically, we explored Viking mythology.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this after we play it, dude. Let's play the tune and let's talk about. So yeah, Rob, if you want to cue up Miscreant Deeds of Loki by Blood of Angels.
Fortification
Deeper with Dave. Deeper with Dave. Oh, yeah.
Sponsored by...
Aaron, I'm happy to have you here, man, because I want to show everybody that death metal thrashers are people too, man. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are you're human beings too. I mean, you don't like live in caves like 100 feet under the ground.
And we come out to play a show and then we disappear
into the dark shadows and the cracks in the sidewalk.
No, we have fun. We laugh with fans, actually. You know, especially in the quote geek nerd world, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's start with this, man. What is Loki? Like, what's the mythology in the lyrics here? Like, I want to understand this. You're going to be educating me tonight, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
The song in Viking lore, of course, you know, I mean, it is the Viking story, not Marvel's Avengers. Just
okay.
But you know, but I mean, in Viking mythology, there was a mystery, and God, son of God, son of Odin, Loki, and one of the things he did is he parlayed with the ice giants to basically overthrow his father and Thor and other things, and this song is basically about that battle. As the frost giants come to invade the gates of Asgard.
Cool, man. Is that like the theme of your entire album, or is
it
just
the album? I mean, the 3 songs are a 3-part story.
Cool, man. I think that's very cool. So there's some stuff I want to ask you, man, because so I was a lead guitarist in all the bands I played in. I got into some speed metal, you know, hard rock, Guns N' Roses, dipped into Metallica. Never went so far as like Black Sabbath. Like, I just never went that deep into like the harder metal. Never got into death metal. And it's just not my genre. Like, it just didn't resonate totally with me. But this is what I want to throw at you, man. Like, there's some theories out there where people are drawn to music that best resonates with their resting heartbeat, right? Okay. Which varies with people. So because I've had a lot of discussions with artists and just listeners that it's like, yeah, how can you play and enjoy it? Like, how can that feel good to play? Like, it makes people physically uncomfortable sometimes. And I think that's what I believe is behind it. You know, so I'm just curious of your thoughts on that point. Because, dude, if it didn't feel good to play it, you wouldn't play it, right?
Well, yeah, very much so. Yeah, it's you know, it comes from people that have a lot of bottled up anger, and you know, and I was one of those people growing up. I mean, high school life, junior high wasn't easy for me. High school life wasn't easy for me. You know, as far as like fitting in and things like that, except for I did find, you know, this crowd of people that really loved this music, you know, the same way I did. And we had a lot of bottled up anger, and I mean, this is a way that we just express it in a positive direction.
Interesting. Okay. And I've heard that too. And we've had some death metal artists come on the show and everything. We talked about it, and they, like, when they play, I see in their videos and everything, man, they're just like you can just see that they're like letting frustration or just like old anger out when they're performing. But I just don't buy that that's always the story, you know, with bands that play this style of music. I mean, it can't be. Well, it can't be the only reason people play it. I mean, it's like,
well, it's the root cause, the adrenaline rush. I mean, you know, I love playing the speed. And I mean, and just as a composer, I mean, every time I pick up the guitar, you know, that's usually what comes out of me. I mean, yeah. I've written blues songs before, you know, and I've done jazz things mostly as a studio musician, you know, outside this. But this is what I love, you know. I mean, this is what really got me. This stuff really got me into music. In the studying music, wanting to become a musician.
Yeah, and I respect that. And you know, it's common knowledge that math and music kind of overlap in many ways. And when you get into this like machine gun kick drum and this like really fast speed metal, man, it's really difficult to play that stuff live. So it's got to be respected. I always make those points. But anyway, so you're the sole founder of this band, Blood of Angels, and you said you had like some studio musicians. You kind of have a crew that plays live and everything. Right. Are you guys touring nationally, or like what's the plan with this group?
Not currently. Right now, I've been busy. I'm busy writing. I'm about 8 songs to a 10-song album. We'll be ready to hit the studio in October. We do have a record deal on the table.
Awesome.
Really exciting. Yeah. So the next one will be coming out to much larger marketing, which is really exciting.
Beautiful, man.
So that's where we're focused on at this point.
Joe, thumbs up, thumbs down? No. Oh, man. Joe, I wanted him to say a few words on this. So bloodofangels.net is where people can read more information about you guys. How about social media? Do you guys mess with that?
Oh, yeah. Facebook.com/bloodofangels1. Twitter, also Blood of Angels 1. Reverb Nation, and Instagram, YouTube. Basically all Blood of Angels 1. You'll find it.
Awesome, man. Great play. Oh, there you go. There's the picture right there. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, we're going to move on. Aaron, it was a pleasure having you, man. Like Joe said, we'd love to have you back as a critic because there's, man, this harder rock. It's like I'm not nearly as informed as you and Joe on this stuff. So we'd love to hear your viewpoints.
Well, that'd be great. I mean, I'd love to do it.
Yep. Take care, man. So we're going to move on to the next tune, which is, I believe, a review that was just posted, this past week. This is Alone in the Dark by Lyd. There we go, right there, Rob. Thank you.
Hello, is anybody there? Where did they go? How come I'm the only one here? You've pushed them away, and just like you wanted, they all disappeared. Now there's no one to hurt, no one to love, your worries are clear. So how do you feel now? Like I'm alone in the dark, like I'm alone in the dark. Did I make a mistake? Is this who I wanna be? Everything's great, I pictured it differently. I took for granted all of the colors that everyone gave to me. She said, I feel sorry for you and the way you think love is supposed to be. Sometimes I feel powerful, sometimes I feel free when I'm alone in the dark. Yeah, yeah, when I'm alone in the dark. Do I look scared? Do I look lonely? Does it look like I need you to hold me? Just get away, let me be angry. Now I buried myself, you can't save me. Now I feel cold, now I feel numb. Now I feel ignorant, stupid and dumb. Now I sure wish I had someone.
That was Alone in the Dark by the artist Lyd. Very cool song here, man. I know P's got some thoughts. I'll say mine first here. Again, like, this is the second time this happened in songs tonight, is the intro. I was starting to feel a vibe, and it's not at all how the song turned out. Like, I was thinking acoustic, like Shawn Mendes or something in the first 10, 20 seconds. And then what kicked in is this really cool beat, edgy, almost like a Caribbean reggae type of influence. And it was different, man. I really dug it. It was stripped down, cool voice. It's got nice range and everything. This just worked for me, man. P, what do you think?
Well, yeah, I mean, that's my sentiments exactly, man. I really was feeling it 100%. And I love the fact that it went from the acoustic guitar and you're thinking the direction of the song is going to go one way, and then the drums come in and it kind of gave you more of a hip hop feel to it. We were talking earlier, I think it was the first song that we played as far as the hip hop crossover. I think this song was more of a successful crossover than the other one, just based off of the trend of where hip hop is going now. You got a lot of rappers and stuff they're doing the singing, rapping thing now. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think this one is, as far as the modern day hip hop trend, this was it right here. I could just totally hear a rapper being featured on this track.
Cool, man. Yeah, I wanted to say a quick word about just the featured artists in this show. We're doing a special right now, which is 90% off for the featured artist submission. I think it's like $120 or something for a submission. And yeah, I think the code is 90.
FA90.
FA90 in our store, our Equid store. So just go to the website and click on the button on that top right banner, and you can submit to be a featured artist. That's how we choose our featured artists for this show. And then you get a submission when you order a service and everything. And we have free submissions, which we occasionally pick out of that bin to play music in this show. But anyway, I believe we have one more tune. It's very sad that Joe missed this entire show.
Yeah.
I'm crying inside. I'm sure the crowd is too, but we got to move on, man. So this song is called In the Sun by Purkinje. That's my guess. Purkinje.
You sure that's how you pronounce that?
I think so. We're going to cue it up right here. Thank you.
Working on a decent reason to be hopeful, hoping there's something that I'm missing. Feels like I'm about to see you go a little bit far, leading my life. But I designed this, we go on the dark. But why does this feel so good? Don't get overexcited when the feeling comes for you.
That was In the Sun by Purkinje. Could be Purkinje, something like that. I'm going to go with Purkinje. Beautiful song, and I really dug this one. So we had an artist last week, which was Luke Amar, which had this really like ethereal kind of wide spectrum, just trance type of alternative rock sound that I just love, man. I just went to Spotify right away and added it. It was one of those like 20 or 25 that I've ever done. And kind of compared it to Feel It All Around by Washed Out. Like, this is in that same vein. I just love this music, man. It just makes me want to just sit back and close my eyes. This was not quite as ethereal. It was, you know, a little more pop rock influence in here, but I still love this tune, man. P, what do you think?
So for me, I find myself listening to a lot of aggressive music, you know.
Why?
Just the nature of what gets sent to me. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is I like to go to this happy place, and I have a bucket of music that I call happy music. And I would love to put this particular song in that bucket of my happy music.
It's a feel-good song. Absolutely. Yeah. That's cool, man. I mean, you get, but you have to kind of throw a caveat in there. You get mostly rap on your show, right? Yeah,
it's mostly rap. I would say
it's starting to open up for other submissions.
Yeah, it's like 85% rap and 15% everything else. You know what I mean? So like, you know, like I get some of the hard rock. I get instrumentals sometimes, you know, all kinds of abstract type music, you know, R&B, funk, all kinds.
All right, P, listen, man, you want to take off your sunglasses and say the final word, Stephen A. Smith style? Just a final note for the show. Stare into the camera.
I hope my eyes aren't tearing up. So I've had these glasses on all night because my eyes are tearing up. I try to conceal it, but I just got called out. You know what the final word is?
What's the final word?
JoeJoeKeys.
JoeJo, what? Talk about him, man.
JoeJoeKeys has been missing in action, right? And he keeps popping up like a Jedi. I think he's there. Did he disappear again?
He's a POW, man. He came back just for that one sound check, and he's already gone.
Let's go.
But anyway, we're gonna wrap it up, man. So it was a pleasure having Aaron from Blood of Angels tonight. P the politician of CCG Network. We got Rob Hicks on camera.
Rob Hicks is in the building.
I believe he's muted right now, but he can do sign language and he could smile. And he said he was going to take his shirt off. Yay?
You know, I want to salute him. He was on a show with myself and Daniel J. Scott on Sunday, and he did a spectacular job, man. Salute to Rob. He needs to jump out in front of the camera more often.
That's Hixvideo, in case you're wondering. Yes, they're on social, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. LinkedIn especially. That's the best place to reach Rob if you want him to do a show. LinkedIn, Rob Hicks, Hixvideo. Let's wrap it up, dudes. Thank you very much. This is episode 123, closing out. Peace out.
Here we go again. So you hit a little bump in the road, yeah, mountain, molehill, get you nowhere. Don't be so goddamn hard on yourself. Common sense is not so common. Voltaire, keep telling myself to stop this, stop that. Yelling at myself, I lose sight, lost track. Inhaling my wealth, cause I ain't got no cash. Never got enough. So I tell myself this'll be the day, hey, to rejoicing and far less Mayday.